Born Magdalena Carmen Frida Kahlo y Calderon on July 6, 1907, she would eventually rename herself the well-known Frida Kahlo. Her life would inspire feminists, artists, and members of the LGBT community, as well as the disability population, for decades to come. She was born in Mexico City, Mexico, to a German photographer father and a Spanish Mexican homemaker mother. Their diversity influenced Kahlo's life immensely, both in an artistic and a cultural way. As a small child, she grew up within the Mexican Revolution time period and was witness to death, famine, destruction of her city, social upheaval, and political instability. When Kahlo was 6 years old, she contracted polio, causing damage to her right leg, making it shorter and thinner and causing an irreversible limp. Because of this, she adorned her body with colorful full-length skirts to hide this, but it is one of the things that she would go on to be known for, her colorful and eccentric style. Kahlo attended National Preparatory School in Mexico City with an interest in eventually studying medicine. She was a part of radical political debate groups with revolutionary focus. Her time at the preparatory school was unfortunately cut short when she was involved in a major bus accident in 1925, further adding to her disability. This, however, caused her to change directions, giving up medicine for painting, something that would influence artists everywhere. A few years later, she met her husband, artist Diego Rivera, and they were married in 1929. He was 43 and she was 22. Their marriage was full of infidelity, with her herself taking on female lovers and being openly bisexual. In the book Identities and Inequalities, exploring the intersections of race, class, gender, and sexuality by David Newman, he is quoted on page 68 saying, "Indeed, being homosexual, or bisexual, or heterosexual, or something else for that matter, consists of more than simple physical attraction toward or sexual activity with members of a particular sex. People's desire to identify with a particular sexual orientation is always influenced to some degree by the costs and benefits of doing otherwise. Bisexuality, for instance, has until recently existed on the margins of the homosexual community, leading many bisexuals to hide their identity." Due to her several disabilities, she was unable to carry pregnancies to full term and became very depressed, which only further led to her self expression through her art. Her and her husband divorced in 1939. Frida Kahlo was a modern woman in an old fashioned era. She broke through social norms with her rebellious ways as a career driven, bisexual, gender blurring, disabled woman. She was political and outspoken, especially about feminism, colonialism, oppression, and social justice. She maintained her own identity through self expression and showed the world who she was as a powerful Mexican artist. She chose to enhance her unibrow and mustache and dress in male clothing, deliberately crossing over into masculinity. Page 36 of Newman's book states, "Identities are the definitional categories we use to specify, both to ourselves and to others, who we are. They are social locations that determine our position in the world relative to other people. As one psychologist put it, identities are where the self meets society. At times, we purposefully call attention to our identities through how we dress, walk, and speak, whom we choose to associate with, what we value, perhaps even where we live. At other times, though, people ascribe importance to certain of our identities, whether we want them to or not." Suffering from disabilities, she poured that aspect of herself into her art, which brought awareness to an overlooked population. She died at 47 years old in 1954. She lived a short yet impactful life in which we can all learn from. She promoted diversity, equality, and inclusion by simply being herself and fully expressing who she was. She's the face everyone knows, and her life's work is not without pain, resilience, and a deep exploration of self discovery and change.